history of Mound throughout the decades by me, Ryan Hempel. Mound was originally discovered in 1850 and people started building settlements on the land around the lake. By 1876, Mound had a general store, post office, several homes, and 2 hotels. Mound was incorporated as a village in 1912 with only 276 people living inside of it. It was named after the ancient Indian burial mounds found throughout the area. These mounds weren't actually from the Dakota tribe, they're from more ancient Native Americans believed to date back as far as 250 BC. In 1923, Lake Langdon started getting cut into ice chunks and being shipped west on the Great Northern Railway. People used these ice chunks to keep their food frozen before refrigerators were common in households because they're really expensive and stuff. After many years of singing lessons, the Andrews sisters, who grew up in Mound, took part in an audition at the Orpheum Theater. They then got first place in that audition and were later hired by a man named Vaudevillian Larry Rich. They then went south on a bus and performed at one of his shows in Atlanta. Other accomplishments by the Andrews sisters were over 100 million records sold. They had more top 10 hits than the Beatles and Elvis, and they're the first female music group to have a gold record go platinum. In 1940, the Armistice Day blizzard hit Mound, trapping hunters on roads and hunters on lakes and drivers on roads. This blizzard killed 49 people in total because of such rapid temperature changes, and travel to and from school was impossible, so all of Mound students were off of school for quite some time. On October 1st, 1942, it was a big day because you could no longer drive over 35 miles per hour on roads. Gas was limited to 4 gallons a week per person, and meat at the grocery store is limited to 2.5 pounds per person. This was to save food and fuel for the U.S. military during World War II. In 1955, Mound Metalcraft Incorporated changed their name to Tonka Toys Incorporated. And speaking of Tonka Toys, in the 1960s, Tonka Toys produced over 8 million toys per year, making them the largest toy truck company in the entire world. The almighty Tonka dump truck, made in 1964, became the most sold toy truck in history with over 25 million sales. And Tonka Toys reached its peak in 1974 with over $102 million in sales per year. In 1965, the worst tornado Mound has ever experienced hit the Mound area and like Orono and other areas around Mound, and it destroyed 107 homes and made 43 homes unrepairable. And 2 Mound citizens died in this blizzard, one from the actual storm, the other from a heart attack. In 1976, a pair of armed robbers robbed the Mound liquor store, taking $1,500 and tying up the clerk and a customer and putting them in the back room, and they left them there. In August 1982, with only a week left for Grandview Middle School to open, Hilltop Elementary School will no longer house 6th grade students. The parents and children of the school district thought this called for something special, so a week later, on August 10th, they donated a 2-foot-tall hand-carved wooden troll to the Hilltop Media Center. If you went to Hilltop or you've ever been to Hilltop, you've probably seen it. That's not the actual troll that's there. I couldn't find a picture of it, but it looks like that. It looks a lot like that. And the children thought that the troll would protect the books for future Hilltop students. In 1997, the West Tonka School District changed its mascot from the Mound Mohawk to the Mound White Hawk. In the year 2000, True Value Hardware Store moved from its previous location to a new one, which is where it still sits at today. And in 2012, Bloomberg Business Week named Mound the best place to raise your child in Minnesota. that concludes my presentation.